Hey, welcome to the swamp. I'm your host, Swampy T. Let's talk about what happened yesterday. Downtown in Lodo, downtown Denver, 2 blocks south of Coors Field, there was a mass shooting where 5 people were shot, 1 died, 4 are injured. They did make an arrest this morning. They arrested Josh Hayward, 24, and a man who was shot critically, who's being detained, but he's also recovering from a gunshot wound, Deshae Armstrong. They got Josh Hayward at 8 a.m. It was, it's part of downtown Denver that's near the shelters, and pretty much, a bad part of town, the ballpark neighborhood. And there was no cameras. They had to rely on eyewitnesses. Hayward shot, fired at people, got in his car, drove off, was detained at 8 a.m. this morning. Yeah, no cameras, no surveillance. The police know this is where homeless and drug addicts and drug dealers hang out. They don't do anything except complain when someone sets up a tent. They're picking on the addicts and the unfortunate and the mentally ill, but when it comes to actual people with guns and stuff, they stay away from them. And I've been bringing this up lately. We see still this today there was someone selling drugs at GameStop on Park Avenue, just a few blocks from where this murder went down. And the police have to be in on it. There must be a money connection between the police, drug dealers, murderers, this way of life. And we have people in the ballpark neighborhood paying $2,000 plus a month. They're getting $100,000 condos, $900,000 condos to be more accurate. And then they're forced to live amongst, people defecating, people panhandling aggressively, abuse. And we have shop owners, who have homeless people defecating, and it's the way the city's set up, where the only experience we have with homeless and the poor is a bad experience. And then we have the homeowners and business owners just get rid of them, arrest them, harass them. And the shelters, they're, like I said in a previous video, they're as yucky as it gets, folks. It's not just Democrats, turning this place into California, or Republicans, being corrupt and taking shelter money and resources away from impoverished people. This is the Gardners and the Bennetts. We're being swamped in corruption in the state, and particularly the city. There's no reason for it. We can see it with our own eyes. We're having these private investors, foreign and domestic, come into our city. They create all this property, they buy out our buildings, then they let them sit empty with these huge price tags. This overinflation. Rent, there should be a lot more affordable rents. There should be some $400 one-bedrooms. There should be $500 one-bedrooms. I mean, it's ridiculous. They're sitting empty. They're gaining dust. A home needs to be lived in. I don't know if you guys ever heard that phrase, but it's true. A place needs to have someone living in, or it just falls apart. And we have big oil money. Like people so rich, they don't care about money. They'll buy tons of our property, and they'll just let them sit empty, just to be a dick. And our politicians, they're not fighting for us. They're separating us. They'll put us on the street. They'll have us take a crap at a business. They'll have us sleeping in doorways, being chased around by the police. they won't fix the problems. They won't address the problems. Today, though, they put out something. Oh, do you like panhandlers or people panhandling? Of course not. We want to help people in need, but we don't want to have to be the person. Like, can't we as a community help everyone out? So, we're taking away food stamps from people. Let's give men at least like $200 on a food stamp card so they have some dignity, some pride. Instead, we have work requirements here in Denver County. So instead of giving this man a meal, or at least knowing he has food stamps, it's like, no, we're going to have him stand outside McDonald's and be like, change, bro. That's our solution our city leaders are giving us, and the rents are getting higher. The wages aren't adding up in all fields and all industries, and the shelters aren't. They're supposed to be ran by churches, but it's more like they're ran by crooks. You don't believe me about this? Look at what our politicians approved of. They were promoting and pushing fracking and drilling at Rocky Flats. Fracking and drilling at Rocky Flats is one of the most nuclear contaminated places on Earth. They wanted to kick up some dust, enough dust that would cover this planet 6 times over in the first month. That's what our politicians and our lawmakers and the people looking out for us were planning on doing. Surprisingly, Highlands Energy, or whoever the hell was going to be drilling there, they decided after public outrage and public backlash that they weren't going to drill and frack. It wasn't our politicians, it wasn't our senators coming forward saying, no, you can't do this. It was the public outcry that stopped them. That's why you guys got to elect Swamp. I promise I won't be for the money. I will clean up Park Avenue. I will get people off the street, and not in jail. I will get them into housing. We'll get waiting lists that aren't years long, that are weeks long. We will get people processed. We will keep felons away from, people who are recovering. We'll tackle the issues, and drug dealers will have to fight fire with fire. In later news, it just sickens me what they did to this. What they're trying to do. They also were going to frack Stanley Lake. Like, that's a good idea, but they back down. Also in some bonus news today, Obama clown Trump says this dude not only has racism issues, but he also probably has mommy issues. Burn! Ow! I'm sure you guys have some Obama disses. Please leave them in the comments section below. And if you have some Trump disses, please let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below. Shout out to Jose. I hope I remembered your name. You commented on my last video. I am taking your advice. I am trying to frame a little bit better. Thank you so much. I appreciate your comments. I really do. Thank you, man. And I hope you subscribe, because I would love to have you on board. I'd subscribe to your channel. Was looking to, and I couldn't find your comment again. Like, it disappeared or something. But thank you from the bottom of my swamp. In other news, I hate to be the one to tell you, but Tekashi 6ix9ine was picked up by the feds, and he was denied bail. He offered $1.7 million and his passport and was rejected. He's looking at 20 years. They got him on racketeering with some other bros, and it doesn't look good. And especially, he was really defending his use of the N-word, and even though he's Mexican, he's like, who's going to stop me? Well, when you're in federal prison, you've been stopped. Yeah, let's keep Tekashi in our thoughts and prayers. He's a young guy. Hopefully he learns from his mistakes. He was on probation for sex. Well, he was doing something sexual with a 13-year-old girl, I believe. He wasn't actually having sex with her. She was performing a sex act on someone, and he humped her or spanked her. Something weird, something unusual, and something just not cool. Okay, my swamp question of the afternoon, of the day, of the evening. Okay, recently at Chipotle, we already know the story. Chipotle manager was fired for denying African American men a meal without them paying first, because she said, you guys are dine and dashers, you guys, you know, we make the burrito and I guess you just take it and leave or something. I don't know how they do it at Chipotle, but yeah, they get some free food somehow. She denied them. One of the bros was like, yeah, I recognized you guys are scamming me. There was backlash. Chick manager got fired from Chipotle. Then it came forward that the dude's a legendary dine and dasher. What are the odds? Like, really? Like, so now she's been reinstated, retrained, rehired. And dude's kind of like, dude's on legendary side. The dude who like posted the original Twitter videos, who went viral on World Star, he's still a legend. He's still a legend. But yeah, I want to know what your comments are below. Like, do you guys think she should have been fired? A. 2, do you think that dine and dasher should be given equal rights? Like, you know he's a dine and dasher. Are you going to let him keep dashing? Or are you going to deny him? Be like, hey, pay first, dude. I want to know that in the comment section below. And also, have you guys ever dined and dashed? I know. Come on. Dine and dash challenge. Let's do it. Well, no. I shouldn't say that. That might be a little too much. But yeah, let me know if you guys have ever done that. You know, just messing around as a kid, dine and dash, and where at? Comment section below. And on that note, have a great day. And remember, if you're thinking about voting city council, let's get Swamp elected. Peace.